My customer service experience at the office is like none other. They make each person feel like they're the one, the only one. Even though, you know, the phones are ringing, people are in the offices, but they make you feel like you're the one. Well, I did go to different surgeons for opinions for since he was working on my face. It was a big investment. I just want to see what my options were. And I guess because of his credentials, his caring attitude, he really knew what he was doing, and he only did faces, so I felt like he was the expertise here in the Brevard County area. Well, when I woke up, the nurses were there. It was amazing. They told me to tell my pain levels, and my pain levels were like a 2. I was really surprised. I was awake and alert. I didn't have to take not one pain medication when I got home, not even a Tylenol. I just had to keep the bandage on my head and rest. So my husband just put in movies all weekend, and it was great. So the staff was amazing.
My first contact was a phone call, and they encouraged me to come in, no pressure, just to come in and see what the office was about so we could just chat about what I potentially wanted done. Well, I was really impressed with just the look of the office. I felt comfortable. It wasn't intimidating, but they were very friendly. And they just put me at ease. Of course, you have to go through all of the general office procedures, filling out paperwork and whatnot, but they were very accommodating and very nice. Well, I think in general, anytime you go to have a procedure done, whether it's voluntary or something that's required, just getting into a medical office can be kind of that white coat fear. But I didn't have an expectation that was unrealistic. So when I came into the office, how friendly they were immediately put me at ease. But, just the general things that I think people would have fear of when they have a procedure done, infection, that kind of stuff. But I did my homework, and he came through. So that's why I stuck with Dr. Clevens.
Dr. Clevens, well, he's got a sense of humor, and at the same time, very confident and professional. He comes across as, a down-to-earth type of person. He's not intimidating. He just has, again, a sense of humor that makes you feel comfortable, and that he wants to do something for you. So I enjoy him. My recovery was probably one of the best. The next day, I had a visit from Dr. Clevens himself. It was on a Saturday, and he came to visit me in my home. And he was the one that instructed me how to take care of my face, how to do every procedure, what I had to do, how many times a day, and actually he laid me down on my sofa and told me, this is what we're going to do, and this is what you're going to do for the next 7 days. And I felt honored.
I chose Dr. Clevens not only because of his good reputation for his facial plastics, which I like that he specializes in, but I like him as a person, a humanitarian, that he does a lot of things for the community and, abroad as well. The day of the procedure, I naturally have anxiety, so they were sure to put me at rest for that. Kind of dealt with my anxiety, which is just the way I am. But they really reassured me, and I was comfortable going in. During my recovery, I was treated very well. They bring you in quite quickly after your procedure to monitor you. They continue monitoring you over the next few months. If there's any questions or problems, it's not hard to reach someone to address the issues, but I think I was well taken care of. Not only would I do it all over again, on a regular basis, I tell people that this is a Dr. Clevens face. I'm proud of his work. His work makes me look good. Therefore, I don't have a problem making him look good.
I heard about Dr. Clevens from my primary physician, Dr. Kabobel, up in Rockledge, Florida. He said that he sends patients to Dr. Clevens and highly recommended him. So that's why I came here first. With Dr. Clevens, my first visit with him, he seemed very relaxed with me, which helped me to stay relaxed. I remember him kind of like just leaning back in his chair and, what can I do for you? And I started to ask him questions about the different procedures that I was interested in. And one thing that really stays in my mind is that Dr. Clevens also made suggestions to me so that that things that I wasn't even thinking about doing, so that I could get the results that he was hearing me asking for. So I really appreciate that, and I followed his advice and did get those procedures done.
My immediate recovery period was probably 2 weeks long, and I had extraordinary care. I saw Dr. Clevens the very next day after surgery, after spending the first night at home, and I saw him 2 days after that first day, and saw him twice a week for the first couple of weeks. And the response and the care that I received from his office was extraordinary. Well, I've always been a pretty happy person, and I love life, and I love doing things, and I'm not sure that it's changed my self-esteem, but I do feel better about that person that I see in the mirror every morning, instead of the person I was seeing 4 months ago that looked a little tired and wrinkled. Now I'm feeling much fresher and more peppy.
Martha came to our office with an interesting set of concerns. She felt that as she aged, people began to treat her differently. So we discussed her concerns, reviewed the issues that were getting her attention, and we performed facelift and brow lift and other facial rejuvenative procedures. And interestingly now, she's had a great result, and she feels that other people are now treating her the same way she feels inside. As a youthful, vibrant person, she's pleased with her youthful, fresh appearance, and now her outside world matches the way she feels inside.
When I first called Dr. Clevens' office, I was a little confused, a little concerned, and after speaking to the woman on the phone, she was able to really comfort me in exactly how my appointments were going to go and how the consultation was going to work out. So I was very comforted by the time I had got off the phone with her. My customer service experience with Dr. Clevens' staff was wonderful. It was really comforting to be able to walk in there and everybody knew my name. It was like they were expecting me to come in the door, and everybody was very educational on letting me know what to expect, and I just really enjoyed all of them. My first visit with Dr. Clevens was very informative. I actually went in there to talk to him about a neck lift, and we actually were able to sit down and talk about what is going to happen over the next 10 years and some decisions to make now so that in 10 years from now we can maybe tweak a little bit more. And I really enjoyed his input about the artistic side that he saw.
I had a very good experience with my surgery, starting with Tammy, then seeing Dr. Clevens and him examining me. And believe it or not, he had pointed things out that you really don't notice yourself. And that was very enlightening, and he didn't push me, considering my chin implant, for example. I never thought of that. But looking in a mirror, it looked like those thumbprint cookies. But he says, think about it. And that's what I respected. He didn't say, you need this, you need that, you need this. That's number two. Going back afterwards, I was treated like a queen every time. Special door, so people didn't have to see how I looked. And his staff is so nice, very, very professional. Even the place where he does the surgery, Apollo Surgery Center, they couldn't have been nicer to me. I really felt very, very, very comfortable with him. He's a good guy.
My visit with my patient care coordinator, Tammy, was actually great. She was very thorough. She addressed my concerns. She answered all my questions. Actually, she even answered some of the questions that I had not even thought about, so she was very, very thorough and led me to the next step, which was my meeting with Dr. Clevens. And because I decided to go on a non-surgical route, she gave me a lot of the options that I didn't even know were available. I am happy with the results, and I think the reason I'm so happy is people don't even know that I really did anything. So it's more of the subtleness, and the fact that they don't know that I did anything is why I'm so happy. The procedures that I've had have really helped my self-esteem in the fact that the little things that were bothering me are not as noticeable anymore. So even though I feel that taking care of yourself from the inside out, eating right, exercising, what this did was just to enhance the little things that used to bother me. So on a day-to-day basis, I think it's been a great experience for me.
So my name's Bonnie McKinley. I'm 47 years old. I'm a retired Air Force veteran. I had a deep clean facelift with Dr. Barbie here. The result is that I have much more movement and stability in my neck than I actually had before. So before, this is crazy. It was really difficult for me to, because of it was a muscular injury, I couldn't like reach into the washing machine and pull stuff out without my head kind of being weak and falling. And now, I didn't realize until probably a couple months after recovery when I really started to have some movement, because I was real stiff at first, that I could do things that I wasn't able to do before, which for me was just huge. Since having surgery, I've been able to go back to the gym and do things that I wasn't able to do before. For me, this was a life-changing, not just because of the way I look, which I don't look that different. Most people wouldn't know, but I feel incredible.
I'm Perrine Merchant. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm owner of Sanctuary Salon and Medispa in Orlando, and I'm mother of 2 boys. I had septoplasty, rhinoplasty, lip lift, and chin implant. I did a lot of research, quite intensive research. My husband's a surgeon, and Dr. Clevens was extremely attentive, very caring, extremely knowledgeable. So he helped me a lot to find a good surgeon. See, what has happened is in 2011, I first thought about rhinoplasty, and I did a consultation in 2011, but then soon after that, I was discovered with breast cancer. So everything had to be, that was not a priority anymore. Then now I felt I was strong and feel better, so I came back to all that, and then I did it. I enjoy everybody complimenting me because the results are so natural. Nobody actually can find out that I have done something. They compliment me saying, hey, you look refreshed, did you go on a vacation, or do you have new hair color, or have you got new lipstick, so it's very, very subtle, but there. I would like to advise everybody, if they're thinking, just do it. They should go for it, You live life once, and whatever is in your mind, you should do it.
I'm Roma Zimmerman, and I am 69 years old. I am a wife, and I have a husband at home and 4 little dogs. I had a facelift, and I had blepharoplasties, and I actually used to work for Dr. Clevens. Well, when I worked for Dr. Clevens' office, I saw a lot of his patients come in, and I also saw the work that he did, and not only how beautiful they were, but how much self-confidence and how it made them feel. I started doing this to my face, and I thought, that's what they do at Dr. Clevens' office. You'd see them in the consults, pressing their face. And I decided, I'm going to have Dr. Clevens take a look. Afterwards, it was an amazing change in not only the way I looked, but in the way I felt about myself. So it was amazing. And then, of course, when I was able to start getting the massages and the facials from Christina, that just made you feel amazing, and it really helped. She and I would talk, and as a matter of fact, we would talk so much, I think she would say to me, now you have to be quiet while I put this on your face, so that but she was just there. They were very supportive. Having the procedure and having helped myself step out and feel better has made an enormous difference in my life, because now I have a lot of confidence that I never had before.
Hello, my name is Avis O. Williams. I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, relocated here to Brevard County back in 1987. I work as a compliance specialist and very active in the community along with housing and helping people who need decent housing. The procedures that I had was a breast reduction. It was a relief for stress and health reason because it was causing back pains. But after the surgery, I feel like a new woman. Haven't had a back pain. I'm loving it. I'm smiling more. I have more self-esteem, and I just feel good about the decision that I made. The first time I put on a two-piece bikini bathing suit since 1985 was during Hurricane Melbourne. When it was raining outside, I decided to go outside and do a bikini dance in the rain. And it made me feel so good to where I did a video of me dancing in the rain at night in a two-piece bikini bathing suit because 1985 until 2024, that's a long time, which I was hiding my physique thinking that I wasn't proportioned, but I have the body now to get in a two-piece bikini bathing suit and I look good.